Audi A8 2017 present. Venture anywhere near central London and you'll notice the sudden proliferation of large, black luxury limousines, of the sort regularly used by the rich and famous to ferry back and forth between important meetings and swanky gala dinners. Among these, if you kept track for a while, you'll spot that the Audi A8 is one of the most popular. Now in its fourth generation, the A8 is probably the most discreet among its luxury limo rivals. That is to say, the Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series and Jaguar XJ. But don't mistake discretion for indifference. Beneath the skin, this A8 is a true techno-fest, with a host of advancements that maintain the model's reputation for groundbreaking technology. There is a choice between 282 bhp 3-liter diesel, confusingly badged 50 TDI, and a 335 bhp 3-liter petrol, equally bizarrely badged 55 TFSI, both turbocharged. All of these engines have mild hybrid technology that provides a boost from an electric motor, and all can cut out completely while you're coasting, leaving the car running on pure electric power for up to 40 seconds at a time. If you do want a full hybrid, then a plug-in one was added to the range in the form of the 443 bhp 60 TFSIe and has an electric range of 28 miles. Or if you care a little about fuel saving, there's always the 563 bhp 4-liter V8 and the hottish S8 available from 2020 onwards. As far as the model range goes, there were initially just two versions to pick from: the entry-level A8 that had no additional badging, or the sportier S-Line. As you'd expect, the basic car is very well equipped, with climate control, heated electric seats, leather upholstery, sat-nav, LED headlights and air suspension all coming as standard, among other features. S-Line then adds larger wheels, adaptive high-beam headlights, LED rear lights, sports seats and the privacy glass. You can also opt for your A8 in long wheelbase L form, in which case you also get heated rear seats, a tablet-style remote control for the infotainment system, 4-zone climate control and electric rear sunblinds. Later A8s adopted a Sport, S-Line, Black Edition and Vorsprung lineup, which echoed the earlier trims, with the latter Black Edition additional styling tweaks, and the Vorsprung adding all sorts of goodies you might want, including 21-inch alloys, front seat cooling, all-wheel steering, and the best bit, integrated washer jets in the windscreen wipers. Pwar! Granted, the A8 doesn't have the precision of a Mercedes S-Class when it's hustled along a back road quickly, but few, if any, A8 owners are ever going to drive their cars in this way. No, these cars are all about relaxation, and driving an A8 is about as relaxing as driving gets. The air suspension wafts you over bumps seamlessly, while engine noise is all but absent and disappears altogether when you coast and it shuts off to run on electric power alone. There is a faint whisper of wind noise and perhaps a background hum of road noise, but other than that, all is silent inside the A8. And indeed, inside the A8 is a marvelous place to be. It can't quite match the glitz of the Mercedes S-Class, but the A8's more understated furnishings are nevertheless deeply appealing, with slivers of open-pore wood, top-quality materials, and glossy touch screens and touch switches everywhere. That latter point is a bugbear in use, mind you, for while these touch-sensitive controls look snazzy, they are a pain to use, as you can't work out where they are by feel alone, meaning you have to take your eyes off the road to do so. What's more, a few greasy finger marks render them grubby. A key component of luxury car is space, and in this regard, the A8 delivers in spades. In fact, it's questionable whether you'd really need the extra room of the long wheelbase model, so spacious in the rear of the standard car. Up front, all's well too, with lots of useful cabbies and big, deep door pockets, while the boot is one of the biggest in its class, with almost as much volume as some small estate cars. However, if you do go for the plug-in hybrid 60 TFSIe, the additional batteries eat into the available boot capacity to make it less capacious than that of the much smaller Audi A4. The A8 has had few reported problems so far. Nevertheless, it's important to check your prospective purchase order thoroughly, as the A8's a complicated car, and there are a lot of things that theoretically can go wrong. Make sure that all of the touch-sensitive switches still work, for example, and that goes for the touchscreens too. You'll also want to check all of the gadgets they control do what they are supposed to. Don't rush this, as there is too much to find your way around. Avoid any A8 that brings up error messages in the central information display when you start the car, or has dashboard lights that stay on. Be especially careful around vehicles with air suspension problems. They can be extremely costly to sort. Also check all four wheels out and look for signs of curbing. Wheels this big are costly to refurbish and even more expensive to replace. There have been 2 recalls issued regarding a problem with the rear shock absorber forks on the A8s, built from November 27th and December 18th, 2018, and October the 21st, the 24th, 2019. Check with an Audi dealer if your A8 is amongst those affected, because the forks will need to be replaced if it is. A problem has been found with seat rails for the front passenger seat, some examples made from January the 10th and March the 25th, 2019, and means that both guide rails will need to be replaced by an Audi dealer if yours is among those affected. Oil may escape from a faulty joint in the gearbox oil line of A8s manufactured from September the 1st to December the 31st, 2019. Speak to an Audi dealer to find out if your car is affected, because the line will need to be replaced to solve the problem. A retaining clip could be missing from the active headrests of some A8s made between January the 1st and the 31st, 2018. Speak to an Audi dealer for further information about whether or not your car is affected. The A8 didn't feature in our most recent reliability survey. However, Audi as a manufacturer came 22nd out of 31 car makers in our most recent survey, which suggests the A8 will be average for reliability, if not one of the greats. Diesel versions will be by far and away the most popular, and the thirst of the petrol models makes them difficult to recommend. So we'd go for the 50 TDI, especially since the plug-in hybrid requires you to have somewhere to regularly charge it for it to make financial sense. The entry-level version or later Sport is so well equipped, it seems mad to spend extra on an S-Line, Black Edition or Vorsprung. Unless, of course, you really want to have washer jets integrated into your wiper blades. Our favorite Audi A8, 50, 3.0, TDI in standard form or later Sport. Well, if you are the owner of this car, then please describe the problem that you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps it is your feedback that will help viewers when choosing a car. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for attention. It isn't much work for you to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.